backflips, tucking and tumbling, standing. I'm on my Gabby, somersault on the assaults, sticking my landings. I'm rapping off of the vault, verbal gymnastics. They want me, they cannot have it. I'm doing backflips, tucking and tumbling.
Woo! Woo! Grand Rising, beautiful people, on yet another beautiful day. And today I want to speak from the headline, It's a Hard Knock Life, and this is my testimony. And so sometimes I don't know what way to get on here and express myself, but today I was just talking to God, and he was like, yo, why don't you just share like a little bit of what you went through, and just be real and transparent in who I am as a person and as an individual. So hopefully this story may touch someone's life in such a different way. And so I'll kind of start here. The other day I was at the crib, you know what I'm saying, just mulling over my life, thinking about, you know, all this stuff that has transpired, good, bad, indifferent, spiritual, what have you, and a posture of gratitude. Oh, that cold air, come on, Holy Spirit. That cold air just hit in and started rushing through. But I started thinking about all the things I've been through, and what I've worked through, how far I've come along in my healing process, and how long I have to still go in areas of my life. And so just being grateful, I started to reflect on my peer group. Now, it's crazy. Like when I said it out loud to a friend the other day, I said, for the most part, either people who have mentored me or who have put me on the path that I'm on today, or best friends. Like I looked up, and 5 of the most influential people in my adolescence when I was in A-Leave aren't doing so well. And of course, I'm not going to say whose name they are, but I was. This is what brought myself to the point of gratitude. And so I'll start with a friend of mine who actually encouraged me to battle. He was a patronizer, and he kept telling me that he would wreck me. And at the time, he was an upperclassman. I was in high school, and I thought he was cool. I thought he was like, you know, who he is. And he just kept like poking at me. And then one day he invited me to a teen club where I could meet other dancers and people who were like doing stuff I knew nothing about. Like I just knew the moonwalk. Like they knew how to pop, wave, glide, tick, strobe, all those things. And so super grateful for him being in my life. And but a few years back, I don't know, I guess it was like someone was talking about it on Facebook, or write a letter, and one of my homies, they got locked up. Now again, for what, it's kind of crazy, but you know, it was just one of those things where I was like reflecting. I was like, yo, that was the homie. Like that was the homie who put me in the game to where I am right now. Like you think about the moments, you think about PBS and, you know, Black academics, so you think you can dance, and none of that happens without these influential people in my life. But he's locked up in jail for considerably a long time. Then I had a best friend that was my road dog in high school, and I mean, we hung tough. Like he kind of sharpened me to be the beast that I am today. And you know, just recently I caught news of him being in rehab, and you know that kind of like just broke my heart, because we grew up dancing together. Like that was my boy through and through. And to know when your peer is struggling in that way, and there's nothing that you can do to help but support and send love, it's one of those things where it's like, damn, like that was another one, like another one. And then I had another mentor who basically taught me about popping and like literally the foundation. We're talking about wiggles and the electric boogaloos and the tapes and all of that. And like I remember a couple of years back, I had to visit him in the hospital because he was on suicide watch. And he had just previously tried to commit suicide. And so like I'm picking through my brain, I'm looking at like all these situations, and I just say like, wow, God, like how did you see me fit? Like out of all the things that could have happened, out of all the things that I have seen transpire with my friends, with people who are closer than brothers at certain moments, like my brother going in and out of jail, like you You helped save me. You helped put my feet on solid ground. And like sometimes when you think about that, like because chosen ones, we probably go through it more than anybody else on the face of this planet. Like we probably do. And the sorriest part about it is like sometimes you get a perspective of what you were going through at that moment and at that time, and you really start to reflect and be like, how did I make it out? Like I should have and could have been a statistic. And so it just reminds me that like as you grow and mature in God, He will reveal certain things to you about His sovereignty. There are some things set in place that no man can change. Like He can permit you to go through things, but like He won't let you die. He'll carry you through, and in a right mind. Like my mind is not gone. Like I just graduated from the University of Texas. Like, like my mind is not gone. Like I might got some battle scars and battle wounds, but like he he did that for me. And so I know that chosen ones, we have a lot of trauma that we've gone to. And sometimes because we've endured so much trauma, the very thing that God is trying to heal us and bring us in towards is the very thing that frightens us, because we also don't know how to operate outside of lack. We don't know how to operate outside of um, um, trauma bonding. We don't know how to relate to the world that's actually healing. Like, and so God gave me that revelation to be an encouragement, to be like, yo, like, you're not the sum of your situations or your surroundings. And in fact, when you look back, like, you could have lost your mind. That could have been your last moment. You could have gone to jail. You could have gone to prison. You could have done those things, but God preserved you for a reason. And if that doesn't speak to you about how important you are, and even if you've gone through those things, how you still are here and in one piece listening to this video, you didn't die and it didn't kill you. If that doesn't give you a sense of who God is as sovereign, I don't sincerely know what will. I was supposed to be a statistic, and now I'm speaking to the statistics. I'm showing people, how to navigate that thing in real time. And so if I can do it, like, graciously, anyone can do it. You got to put in the work. You got to be willing to die to yourself in a few areas. You got to be humbly transparent. But it's like, from what I've seen, it's like, man, this is a miracle. And I thank God every day. And I just wanted to share that with somebody because I know it resonates. I know there's someone out there who's like thinking about the stuff they've been through. And it's like, yo, will it ever get better? Well, yeah, it will. And one of my favorite songs, it says, things don't change until we do. And we should jam that. It's really, really dope. But like, things don't change until we do. And so if you want to see the change around you, start the change from within. And that's all I did. I always just said, all right, I don't know what to do, but I'm going to do the next best thing and try to make myself better. And in an attempt to make myself better, I will probably make others better around me. Just the thought, like, it's possible if I'm working on myself, right? So, yeah, I hope that helps someone. I don't know how cohesive that was, but I just feel led to say, like, there, you could have been a statistic, but you're not. And thank God that you aren't, because after you watch this video, you are going to go out in the world and you're going to share what God has done for you. And then it's just going to be like, dang, well, you're going to help someone else's life. Like, I don't care if it's 20 million people watching this or just one. You're important enough to share your message. And I know that it's going to spark millions of people to hear about the goodness of God. That's why I do it. I don't do it for none of the other stuff. I already got clout. I'm just being real. Like, I know what clout feels like. I got it. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. The only things that we do for Christ is eternal. Straight up. So, all right, y'all. Love y'all. Ooh, this is a long one. Love y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make it do what it do. See you Friday. Comment, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Peace.